So I actually originally planned on doing a very different video on the channel today about Call of Duty, talking about some of the new leaks with Verdansk, going over some of what JGod said and just the community sentiment around things. I think I'm going to have to push that one to tomorrow because as today has progressed, we've got more and more and more essentially news to come out about Call of Duty. There was an update, a patch that came out today for both Warzone and Black Ops 6 that we're going to go over, as well as some news regarding both Blizzard as well as the finals. And I'm just going to kind of put it all into one. This is almost like an early episode of the weekly reload, but non-edited and non-fancy. Just me talking to you guys about what's going on. So to start things out, the first thing that I saw happen today is this. This is the new Zombies map coming with Season 1, not Season 1, Season 3 of Black Ops 6. So we know that this is kind of Edward Richtofen's house. The kind of thing that they said at the beginning of it is personal log, Edward Richtofen recording. So assuming this is him literally recording his house as things have gone down. We see Project Janus, February 28th, 1991, Motor Court. It's been recording for 15 minutes, 53 seconds and 20 milliseconds, I'm assuming. I don't know if that's a code, if that means something. It does have 155, not 115. I don't exactly know what that's hinting at. Maybe someone in the zombies community can fill that in. But you can kind of get a good idea of what this is actually going to look like. And to me, this actually looks like a multiplayer map that we had back in Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Pay attention to the gate over here. Going in, you have the fountain in the middle, another way to go over here. You have the balcony out the top. This reminds me of Villa from Black Ops 1. Now, this is kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can pull up a bigger front and center picture. So again, you have the gate here, gate over here, fountain in the middle. You kind of have the balcony here with the kind of steeple and the building in the background. It kind of looks like that to me. So as a whole, I have to say, I think the night aesthetic of the map is good. I think we needed one more of these. It's a kind of simple aesthetic, but it's what's going to go on inside that building that I think will make this map interesting. We haven't really had like a fully indoors map because of, a lot of people are saying it's because of chopper gunners and things like that, and they want to have all of these things inside the game. But again, I don't know. So this was another thing that came out today. Some of you may be excited about this. It's not necessarily a Call of Duty thing, but you'll see as we go through it. I'm just going to let this play and you guys can kind of guess what this is going to be as we go through. You might have seen it already. It looks cool.
It begins.
In 2026. Legends.
Let me show you how it's done.
Gather.
What was lost can be found again.
BlizzCon. So really that's it. So in Anaheim, California, from the 12th to 13th of September in 2026, they have BlizzCon. So this is clearly Xbox bringing back BlizzCon, but it's cool that they left it as that. They left it as BlizzCon. If you didn't know, they got rid of BlizzCon in 2024. But what's interesting about this is Call of Duty responded. So technically, you know, not a big deal, but could we see Call of Duty at BlizzCon? Technically, the answer is maybe. And that would be really, really interesting. And it would set up really good for the launch of what is supposed to be a really big game for them with Modern Warfare 4. Now, another trailer that we got today was this one. We're going to have to watch this a few times because this is for the finals season 6. And oddly, we made a video about the finals the other day, so I wanted to cover this one because it's interesting. And the finals is actually a really good game. It's just what they do with their seasons is going to be the question. So I'm going to play this once, and then we're going to have to play it in a different way. You'll see. I've actually watched this one. It's 24 seconds long, but it's fast. Minigun. Very loud. So I have a problem with what they are showing here. So there it is. The finals, Rising Stars, Season 6, free to play. So we talked about the leaks revolving around this season, and it was going to be something very, very different, but like clearly they have made it like sports oriented. But what I wanted to do was go back to the beginning of this. We're going to mute it and we're going to play it at like very, very slow speed. not sleep timer, not sleep timer, playback speed. We are going to go as slow as we can because there's a lot of like little jumps in here where you can see a little bit more as to what's coming. But the downside, I think, to this, what they're showing here is it looks too much like the finals. I think where this game thrives and what it can do is getting out of this like arena style shooter and being able to like bring maps like the Japanese style map that we saw in I think season 2 or season 3 and things like that, like getting out of the mold of what the game is and doing something different. But you can clearly see there's the new operator. It actually kind of looks like Troy Marshall from Black Ops 6 if you ask me. But then you have some sort of energy drink or something like that. New reload animation, probably a new weapon. So then I'm assuming this is a new map, a official sponsor of the finals in the background there. So that's, I believe, a new pump action. Just showing off briefly new maps, but all of them look like traditional finals maps. It looks like the finals. You can see the overview of a larger map there, but I don't think they went in the right direction with this one. I think they needed to go way, way more off the walls with it. And again, it's just a teaser. They could do some other stuff with this one. But as a whole, yeah, I think they needed to go way more wild, way more off the walls. Just to me, what they're showing isn't anything insane. Now, the other thing that we had today was the Black Ops 6 patch notes. So this one is for Black Ops 6. So starting out, they adjusted the end date of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles event to March the 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that is when Season 3 was supposed to come out. This week, we are going to get the Shamrock event, which we will take a look at later on in the week. The D13 sector. Our initial design for the D13 sector ricochet blades revolved around quick launching, many high-speed blades, meant to perform best blind firing into enclosed spaces. We have been following your feedback and agree that, in practice, the use cases for this ammo type are too low. The ricochet blades will now do 100 damage to enable one-hit kills. And to compensate, we are lowering the first fire rate for the projectile speed. So, this, you can now use these and they can ricochet and you can get one-hit kills with them, which is pretty cool. So 75 to 100 damage. I'm going to try this out probably tomorrow on stream. They also addressed the issue where the one camo was not tracking properly for this gun. Multiplayer, bullet. The sliding door is no longer open when shot, added on March 3rd. We knew that one. Private match, infected. Addressed an issue with spawns and re-enabled the game mode in private matches. No idea. Perk tracker removed unintentional outline effect when ADS pinging enemies. So that was fixed earlier as well. Challenges, there you go. That's the D13, the fast times camo. Tracked to the near completion challenges are now sorted by completion percentage, added on March 3rd. So this does track better. The in-game tracking of challenges is now way better than it was before. Zombies, Citadel de Mort addressed an issue where the Guardian could sometimes bypass Dying Wish and then down state when attacking. Okay, weapons addressed an issue preventing the overheating meter from displaying when using the belt-fed LMG magazine attachment. No issue, the overheat meter UI will appear when equipping the Beam Smasher Wonder Weapon and will be removed in subsequent updates. So nothing crazy there whatsoever. Then we have Warzone, the TMNT. Then a little bit of weapon changes. So Supri 46, the Bore 99 short barrel, sprint speed benefit reduced from 8% to 4%, and the Rescue 9 stock benefit reduced from 8 to 4% as well. Melee, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 melee weapon tac sprint speed now match Black Ops 6 tac sprint speed, so I believe that's a buff for them there. The D13 sector, the ricochet blades now work the same as they do in multiplayer, which we already talked about. So for now, that is everything that we got for today. I may be adding to this video. I don't know, because literally we are 4 minutes away from 1 p.m. If this gets uploaded shortly after 1 p.m., then you know there was nothing crazy that came out after this. But I just wanted to keep you guys up to date on everything that came out today. First look at the zombies map, Black Ops 6 update, first look at the final season 6, and BlizzCon is making a return. That's pretty much it for today. I have more videos coming out later on today about Xbox and things like that. And don't you worry, we're going to be covering season 3 as things go live. We're going to be covering Verdansk and everything in between. Tons of videos coming for you guys. So make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, all of that kind of jazz. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.